Dear Rotarians, I am Rotarian Dr. S. Ramesh Babu, an orthopedic surgeon of Rotary Club of Chennai Gemini of RI District 3232. Greetings to you all. National Bone and Joint Day is being celebrated every year on 4th August. This year, the theme of the National Bone and Joint Day is Save Self, Save One. In that line, this short video has been made to familiarize you all on basic life support and first aid to the injured. Hope this will be of help to you in an emergency. Thank you.
This video demonstration is on adult basic life support with hands-only CPR. So the first step in adult basic life support is checking for scene safety and ensuring our own safety, that is the rescuer safety, by taking care of standard precautions such as gloves, goggles and mask. After ensuring the scene is safe, and approach the victim. Establish the responsiveness of the victim by shake and shout. If no response, activate EMS and get AED. Check for the carotid pulse and breathing for less than 10 seconds. If there is no pulse and breathing, start CPR with chest compressions. So 30 chest compressions has to be resumed. Push hard and fast, that is 5 to 6 centimeters of chest compression depth with a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute. Allow complete chest recoil after each and every compressions. Minimize interruptions in the chest compressions. Continue CPR for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, reassess the patient for carotid pulse. If pulse is absent, resume CPR till the medical aid comes and takes over. This video demonstration is about the management of victim with external bleeding and how to control the external bleeding. The first step in managing a patient with bleeding control, ensure scene safety and standard precautions such as gloves, goggles and mask. Identify the site of bleeding. Place a sterile gauze pad or a dressing pad from the first aid kit over the bleeding site. And give a direct pressure over the bleeding site for a few minutes, and if the dressing pad or gauze pad soaks with the blood, add on few more gauze or a dressing pad, but do not take away the previous gauze pad which is placed over the bleeding site. Wrap the gauze or a dressing pad with a roller bandage. So the roller bandage has to be rolled in a circular way with a 2-finger width. The bandage should not be too tight or should not be too loose, so that it should not compromise the blood circulation to the distal part. So once the roller bandage is placed, and secure the bandage in place by placing a adhesive tape or tying it around the wound site. Take the knot always away from the injured site. And reassure whether the bleeding has stopped or not, and try to keep the injured extremity above the heart level. After managing the victim with a bleeding control, discard the used gloves and mask in the biohazard bin or red colored bin. This video demonstration is about the management of victim with musculoskeletal injuries such as suspected fracture, sprain or strain or dislocations. With the available material, magazines, wooden planks, cardboards, bed sheets or handkerchiefs can be used as a immobilization devices. So ensure scene safety and standard precautions with gloves, mask and goggles. Identify the injured site. Before and after splinting, always check for pulse, motor and sensory functions. So, for demonstration purpose, we will be demonstrating on wooden planks and magazines. So, the immobilization device has to cover the above joint and the below joint. So, place the magazines by covering both the joints and ask the patient to hold it in position till the rescuer secures the magazine with the piece of cloth or handkerchiefs or roller bandages. So, there should be 3 points of securing needs to be done: mid portion, a distal portion that is farthest away from the injured site, proximal portion closest to the injured site, and check the pulse, motor and sensory function again after splinting or immobilization device is placed. So, now the practical demonstration will be displayed on the wooden planks by placing wooden planks. So, same technique will be applicable here. So, place the wooden planks by covering the above and below joint, and also always check pulse, motor and sensory function before and after. So, same 3 points of securing has to be placed. So, the mid portion, distal and proximal. Once the securing is done, place an arm sling around the neck for immobilization and support. So, to do that, we can use a bed sheet or a towel or any cloth which can be used as a sling. So, to place an arm sling, wrap the cloth around the patient's injured site, little bit away from the injured site, and take it equal length and place both the edges on either side of the patient's neck and tie the knot, which is easily removable at the hospital. And after the procedure, again check for pulse, motor and sensory function.